John Barilaro says he will not be contesting the seat of Eden Monaro. He's just sent out a statement. I want to bring in our political reporter, Trudy McIntosh, now from Canberra. Trudy, take us through the statement. What does he have to say?
Yeah, Laura, he has finally confirmed this news that he will not be running for the seat of Eden Monaro. It's quite a lengthy statement. He's also due to be speaking at this press conference, I hear. He's the fifth speaker up, so we'll go back to him when he speaks. But he says here that after taking the weekend to contemplate the seat, he's decided not to run, saying that ego in politics can quickly skew your decisions and you forget what's best for yourself and your family and the people of Eden Monaro. He says it's clear in this statement that he can do more as the New South Wales Deputy Premier, as the leader of the New South Wales Nationals, and also the member for Monaro. He goes on to thank the people who reached out to support him, thank the Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, for her gracious and gentle counsel, he says, and also his national colleagues. So quite an interesting reasoning here behind the decision, saying nothing about whether he thinks he could have won the seat, but more that he believes the contribution for him going forward, the best place for that is as the Deputy Premier of New South Wales.
Yes, very interesting indeed. Now, look, it's depending on who you talk to, depending on, you know, what reason you get for this outcome this morning, but many Liberals, at least in New South Wales, that I've spoken to, believe that there was a bit of a bluff going on from John Barilaro. He was adamant that he wanted to run, but he was really lobbying hard for the Liberals not to contest him, because if you look at the polling, if you look at the Nats and the Liberal polling that has been done over the weekend, he could really not have won in a three-cornered contest. So the Liberals would have to run dead. Now, it's my understanding, Trudy, that last week the Prime Minister himself was, you know, not wanting to get into this, but adamant that the Liberal branch of Eden Monaro would have a candidate and it would be a three-cornered contest. So after that was made clear, filtered down, the message filtered through to New South Wales, do you think the writing would have been on the wall then?
Well, that's right. And the Prime Minister did make that very clear. The day after these reports came out here, broken first on Sky News by Andrew Constance, our political editor, the Prime Minister said this would be a three-cornered contest, that the Liberal Party well and truly believed they would be running a candidate in that seat. In terms of where they go through from here, Andrew Constance, that's the one we do believe will be now the front runner to take Eden Monaro as a seat. I spoke to his office this morning. They're not confirming whether he will or won't put his hat in the ring here. They say he is still making up his mind. We know that he said he was going to quit politics after the bushfire recovery effort in New South Wales. He was pretty shell-shocked and personally pretty emotional after that pretty devastating summer of bushfires. He nearly lost his own home on the New South Wales south coast. He had pretty big shot towards the Morrison government and the Prime Minister in particular over summer, you'll recall, for how he believed Scott Morrison was handling leadership. It will be interesting to see if he does finally declare this, and that, as you say, that back and forth going on behind the scenes with this leaked polling, it's been pretty messy, you can imagine, over the weekend.
Yes, indeed. Barnaby Joyce is a well-known Nationals member at a federal level. He holds a seat of New England, of course. We spoke to him this morning. This was before the official announcement, but again, we foreshadowed it. This is what he had to say, which I found really interesting.
I genuinely think you'd win the seat. I think on two-party preferred, with the Liberal Party still running, you'd get in front of the Liberal Party candidate, collect the preferences and be the local member. Now, if he doesn't run, then the problem we've got is, I suppose, the Liberals would be the ones that you'd want to win, and they're still going to need a strong National Party candidate to get across the line from the Labor Party.
Very interesting indeed. Barnaby Joyce thought John Barilaro could win. Liberals that did polling over the weekend say otherwise, but it's all academic at this point.